What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And this is the daily wrestling news video on May 21st, 2024, where we're going to be talking about the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA fans need to know from the Wrestle Zone article. Make sure to watch until the very end because it's going to get very intriguing. And we're going to start off on today's wrestling news video with Tommaso Ciampa news now is still waiting for his God of War action figure. And Tommaso Ciampa is still waiting for one specific action figure. WrestleZone managing editor Bill Pritchard recently spoke with Ciampa about his as air aesthetic and how action figures might influence it. Ciampa previously told Ringside Collectibles like the meaning behind his NXT War Games 2020 attire, which he's only worn once. Ciampa said he designed with a sentiment element, but also hoped it hope it be turned into an action figure. This was a one-off. The only time, he said this was a one-off, and that one-off, and the only time I ever wore it. I was War Games, and guys, they killed this thing. The detail, the packaging, like the tank from War Games. I loved it. I loved everything like about the mask. It was custom made. Like from start to finish, the entire thing was designed with me hoping that one day I would get an action figure from Ringside Collectibles. Champa told Ringside Collectibles, and it's exactly what happened. I couldn't be more excited. Ghost of Sparta. During his interview with WrestleZone, Champa was asked if he still has action figures in mind when he comes up with his current looks. Champa pointed out that his God of War attire, like from Halloween Havoc 2021, also was also picked for for that reason, although a figure has yet to be produced. He 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 explained. I made the God of War attire for that, yet to be an action figure on it. I really want one. Yeah, so you want to be like Johnny Gargano also calls it a toy toyetic a toyetic or something. So he's probably better at it than I am. You you think about it, especially for the big ones. You want to have memorable outfits, Macho Man style, Ultimate Warrior style, Rey Mysterio style. Like is great. It noting it made sense because of their relationship with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And what is your thoughts on Tommaso Ciampa's Tommaso Ciampa on his action figures, like the one he wore at NXT War Games a few years ago, and also like a couple of years ago, back in 2021, when he dressed up as the God of War. Like, and do you think they should make a action figure of the God of War, or do you think that'll be copywriting from the video game, and they do not want to get some what's cease and what's that called? Oh yeah, that's what it's called. Cease and dismantle papers. Like when they don't want to get a lawsuit being filed against him. So I guess that could possibly be the reason for Ringside Collectibles not to make a custom God of War action figure. But how is it that like when it I'll say how is it when it's a Tommaso Ciampa figure, not the actual action figure character? I kind of don't get it, but I guess I understand. Like they don't want them to make a lot of money. Like, and they're the one that and the creators are the ones that made the God of War video game and the franchise in the first place. So they don't want no other companies to make money off of the branding. But at the same time, they're not exactly making money off of the branding of the God of War. They're making it out of WWE, like with it being a WWE wrestler dressing up as the video game character from a Halloween episode of NXT. But let's yeah, I'm gonna let you guys speculate y'all's opinions in the comments below and move on hit more news about Tommaso Ciampa and on his daughter Willow's wrestling fandom, the the sentimental element like of his ad aforementioned War Games 2020 attire was uh, was a necklace in honor of Tommaso Ciampa's daughter Willow. Ciampa was asked if his daughter is of a fan of his or a fan of pro wrestling in general. Her her favorite wrestler is Cody. Her favorite wrestler is Cody Rhodes. He said it is specifically because he has a neck tattoo, the flag on his neck, and the fireworks. Those are uh, those are the two reasons. Like she's 5 right now. I wouldn't call her a wrestling fan. She thinks it's cool, obviously. What we do, she likes to take photos and be around the hair and the makeup, but it's exciting to watch her reaction to when I'm on the screen at home or whether it be. And what's your thoughts on that as well? Like bonusly, I guess I could say, like of his daughter Willow being a Cody Rhodes fan and possibly a fan of her old man, which is yeah Tommaso Ciampa himself. She must be a big fan of him and Uncle Johnny. I guess you could call Gargano, like because yeah they're doing some very good things like even on the SmackDown side of things, like and they're on a way of fighting A Town Down Under for the WWE Tag Team Championship. And do you think they're gonna win? Let me know in the comments. That's a good question. Yeah, you never say never on anything, especially at this point. Even though Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are trying to look like some kind of a what's that tag team like an undefeated tag team when they're tag team champions. So I'm not sure if DIY is going to win at this time, but don't rule out of a tag team title run in the foreseeable future. Like yeah, because they look like kind of a team that will absolutely win tag team gold in WWE, even on the main roster. Like if it's NXT all over again. And I wouldn't put past or count out a singles championship run, like even if it's for a mid card championship, whether if it's for the United States or the Intercontinental Championship, because Johnny Gargano said he always wanted to win the IC title. Like from him as a kid, watching the likes of Macho Man Randy Savage, the Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels, and others becoming that championship, that specific championship, like he wants to be known as that championship as well. And I'll say if he stays around pretty long enough, he's gonna win tag gold. He could win singles champ, whether it's in the mid card or main event, just like he did in NXT when he's known as a triple crown champion, I believe. Yeah. But yeah, again, let me know in the comment section right down below. Like, you do think if they're going to be the ones to dethrone A Town Down Under, or do you think it'll be another time when they're going to win tag team gold? Yeah, I think it'll probably be later, but they could surprise me. Like they could actually win, and then they could uh, I actually could win and then become the tag team champion. They could prove me wrong. Who knows? Like, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, I'll be like, wow, like this was the shocker of the night. Like, if or when they do, like, but I think they're gonna keep the belts on A Town Down Under for another couple of months until a team like them or the Street Profits will be the ones to dethrone this heel tag team on Friday Night SmackDown. But let's move on to the next slide. We got some. I believe we got some Dwayne The Rock Johnson news now, as A24 provides first look at Dwayne Johnson in the Smashing Machine film. Like, yeah, Dwayne Johnson is full in full character in December 2023. Reports indicated that Dwayne The Rock Johnson would be taking on the role of Mark Kerr, a legendary MMA fighter in a new in a new by a new biography and a new biographical sports drama film. The film, titled "The Smashing Machine," will cover Kerr's vicious struggles with addition, love, and friendship as his MMA career took center stage. With production for the film like now underway, A24, the this the distri- the and the distribution company has now shared a first glimpse into the behind the scenes action via Twitter. In this new post, Johnson can be seen donning what seems to be facial prosthetics, and while sitting with the trainers in in the corner and of the Johnson tattoo. But anyways, where was I? And also, are also covered up, and he's wearing a hairpiece, and wearing a hairpiece, and Emily Blunt, who stars as Dawn Staples, the wife of Mark Kerr, can also be seen in frame looking on with concern at ringside. Directed by Benny Save Safety of Safety. The Smashing Machine service service as an of adapt adaptation of the HBO documentary The Smashing Machine, like the life and times of Mark Kerr, which debuted in 2002. Aside from by directorial duties, like that, Safety will also produce the movie under his out for the count banner, alongside the likes of Eli Bush, David David Copeland, and Seven Bucks Production Company, which is co-founded by Johnson and Danny Garcia. like Dwayne Johnson comments on his involvement in the film. Like in a previous interview with Variety, Johnson revealed that part of his motivation to join the Smashing Machine stemmed from safeties from safety's in envelope pushing vision. Benny wants to create and continues to push the envelope when it comes to stories that are raw and real, characters that are authentic and at times uncomfortable and arresting. He also added, "I'm at a point in my career where I want to push myself in ways that I've not pushed myself in in the past. I'm at a point in my career where I want to mark. I want to make films that matter, that explore a humanity and explore struggle and pain." And what is your thoughts on the Rock's involvement into this film about Mark Kerr? And do you think it will be a successful movie, or do you think or do you think it's gonna go average? Let me know down in the comments down below. But I'll say for the MMA fans, they probably would love to see a movie like this. I know that one for sure. Like, but I mean, and also and those that are Dwayne Johnson fans as well, like would definitely would enjoy this as well. But 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 yeah, I'm gonna have to wait and see like when this movie is gonna be out in theaters and then maybe eventually in streaming services and DVDs. I'm excuse me, I'm gonna have to wait and see what's going to be what's going or what's how the movie is, which I probably won't. I probably will wait and see it on the convenient streaming service, whether if it's on like a Max or Peacock or Netflix or even a Paramount, depending on what. I'll say it says $7 for production and A24. I think, I think that. I think that's Studio A24. I think that's the same one that helped made the Iron Claw. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's be on Max. And if it does, I'll say, which that'll probably be around next year when it'll be out. Like I wouldn't put it past because they said they're still making the movie, which that explains why The Rock's not continuing his storyline with Cody Rhodes. Well, one of the reasons why. I'm not sure about the other ones, but I'm just saying like because I heard he's still being on set like filming this movie because it's gonna be taking like pretty much weeks like for this to be done and be out on theaters, which I think I heard that it's not going to be out until the end of the year. But I want to ask you this question: do you think that this movie will be in all around across the globe, and it's going to be a Hollywood success or another Hollywood success by the People's Champion or the final boss, I should say? Let me know down in the comments section right down below. And let's move on to the next news. We got WWE returning to Japan with 3 shows in July of 2024. And it says right here that WWE is returning to Japan for the first time in 5 years. On May 21st, WWE announced that announced that they it's a WWE has announced that they would return to Japan with 3 live events in July. The trip will kick off at the at at the Edion Arena in Osaka on Thursday, July 25th. The second show will be held at Rio at Rio Guko and at Rio Guko Arena in Tokyo, Japan, on July 26th. The third event will be held at the Rio Guko Arena on July 27th. And then we got the likes of Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre and Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors and other stars that are currently advertised for this Japan live event. And WWE's announcement, the announcement courtesy of WWE's website, is as follows. Like WWE, part of TKO Group Holdings, today announced a long-awaited return to Japan with 3 live shows this July. The first show will take place at the Edion Arena in the Edion Arena in Osaka on Thursday, July 25th, and then WWE WWE superstars will then return to perform in Tokyo for the first time since 2019 with back-to-back shows at the Rio Goku at the Rio Goku Arena on Friday, July 26th, and they will continue their show the following night in Saturday, July 27th. These events will mark WWE's first return to Tokyo in 5 years and the first return to Osaka in 6 years. WWE has a rich history of live events in Japan dating back to 1994. Fans attending the WWE Super Show summer tour will see their favorite WWE superstars in action, including the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Shinsuke Nakamura, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Io Sky, the Kabuki Wars, most specifically Kairi Sane and Asuka, and many more. And what's your thoughts on WWE making a return to Japan in over 5 years? Like since it was the last time they were in Japan, well, Tokyo 5 years ago and 6 years ago in 2018 when they were in Osaka, Japan, which is the hometown of Asuka, one half of the Kabuki Warriors. And I believe Kairi Sane and what's her name, Io Sky, they're from Tokyo, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, but either way, they're gonna be in their hometowns and their home country of Japan this coming July, which that's like 2 months from now to be the exact. And what's your thoughts on this? And for those and for the WWE fans that's in Japan right now, are you going to be attending for this WWE live event, or for those WWE fans that's in America or other countries that are WWE fans, are you going to be making the trip over to the western side of outside of this country, I believe, right on to I believe the western side of the country in the West, I believe it's called. But yeah. Oh yeah, I tried to say Japan, yeah. Like, are you gonna be making the trip over to Japan, or do you think that would be too it wouldn't be necessary, like if you're not even already there? But I would say, but most of the hardcore fans would go there just to see their favorite WWE superstars, because as a fan like that, it definitely does not get old. But I bet so about that. But yeah, let me know. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below on what's your decision of the matter. But let's move on to the next wrestling news. And I want to say congratulations to the Japanese fans of WWE, for getting a taste of WWE events again. And let's hope this won't be the last time we'll see them in the in in Japan. But yeah, let's move on to the next news. We got Dominic Mysterio comments on rumors about him and Liv Morgan, and the former NXT North American champion Dominic Mysterio been has been on the hottest topics like on the internet right now. There was a video that was surfacing on the internet, like where Liv Morgan in the sec in the s- in the seconds later, Mysterio walked out of the exact same locker room, uh, exact same locker room too. This event took place after the former WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley suffered an injury following an attack from Liv Morgan. So, people were speculating that Dirty Dom, like in the former SmackDown Women's Champion, were uh, were in some kind of cahoots with each other. Recently, Dominic Mysterio was a special guest on the Ringer wrestling shows, the Masked Man Show podcast. During the episode, Kaz Kaz like mentioned a rumor going around about him and Liv Morgan being linked on WWE TV. Dirty Dom replied by not denying the rumor, but rather say that he is innocent until proven guilty. Mysterio also mentioned that all he is trying to do is making sure everything is good when mommy returns. He is only trying his best to protect Rhea Ripley. He said, "I mean, that's